Hi guys, I'm Luke. So I'm gonna show you how to tie your first gi. We start with the pants. So the first mistake people make, they're gonna be nice and loose like this. They pull them through the loops. And then what they do is they pull them tight. They tie them in a bow. See how this is all bunching up? I don't want that. Remember, people are gonna be pulling on your pants. You're allowed to grip. So if it's not tight, it's gonna come off. What I wanna do instead is pull it out first. See, I pull all the slack out. Now I pull it tight. Now I tie my knot. And you'll notice a lot of the cords, they're extra long. That's because you wanna double knot them. So I tie it once, double knot it. Looks nice and tight. These are gonna stay on. Now as for the jacket, so I always wanna cross left over the right. You'll see the label here. You got the logo. You want that on the top as opposed to this. Cross it over, nice and straight. Now the belt. So a couple different ways we could tie this. Most basic way, I'm gonna start from back to front, not front to back. I'm gonna start with this black bar on my right hand side so that it ends up on the left. I make sure it's nice and even. And now I wrap it around from front to back. I like to fix this so when I get to the back here, I like to straighten it out so there's not overlapping. It looks nice and clean. Okay? Once I get to the front, I'm gonna make sure it's even. I'm gonna take the top, I'm gonna wrap it under both belts. I'm not gonna put it under one. It's gonna end up like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna cross the top over the bottom, kind of like an X. I pull it through and I'm gonna tighten it sideways, not up and down. You end up with the black bar right on the left, the side of your heart. I'm gonna fix my gi, make sure it's nice and straight. Pull this across like this. And that's the most basic way, okay? And we're always gonna make sure that when we tie our belts, in between sparring sessions, you're gonna need to tie your belt. You're gonna face the wall, so that by the time you turn around, you present to your instructor, other black belts, it's gonna look nice and clean. Okay, the other way we can do it, it's called the Hollywood tie. And I'm gonna start like this. Again, with the black bar on the right hand side, I leave a little bit of space here, and I'm gonna wrap it around. And I'm gonna make sure there's no overlap. I don't want it like this. Bring it around. I make sure that it looks nice and clean, looks like one belt, it's not overlapping. Once I get to the front, I'm gonna fix it, make sure that both sides are even. Now I finish the same way. I bring the bottom through, okay? I cross the X over, top over the bottom, bring it through, pull it sideways. Okay, if you do it right, it should look kind of like a fortune cookie. Fix my gi sideways, nice and clean, no overlap, and that's how you tie a belt.